So anyways, bro, you know that girl that I was talking about in that class, bro. I think she want me, bro. Like for real. Like for real, what do you think? Nah, you do this all the time. All you did was hold the door open for her. It's not that deep. It's not that deep, bro.
Hey, bro, was that bear always there? You walked in? Was it there when we were here? Was that bear right there? Yes, it's always been there. It was in here. It was in here when we walked in. I mean, like, you're for certain, because I'm pretty sure it wasn't facing that way before, bro. Like, it just turned and looked at me, bro. Nah, bro. You tripping, bro. That bear's regular as can be, bro. Like, it's just a regular plush, bro. Here, I'll prove it to you. I'll get up and move it, and then we're gonna be kosher. All right, bro. You do that. All right, you do that, bro. All right, cause I ain't touching that thing. I ain't touching that thing. Hey, bro. Where'd you go?
What is going on today, everybody? Welcome back to yet another video. Alright, so I'm back temporarily, school break. We got spring break right now, so I got a week off, so I can get some uploads out. Yeah, don't I don't even know what I was thinking with that skit earlier today, bro. I don't have a microphone attached to my camera, so what you're hearing is straight audio from the camera. Crazy, bro. Anyways, we're back with another video from the Volgan to check out today. This one is, let me see, do I have it? This one is SCP-1805, a real doll. Alright, so I have no idea what, besides being a doll, I don't know what this is about. As always, hope your day is going well. And without further ado, let's get into this.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, Dr. Miller.
My name is Dr. Miller, and the SCP we're going to be looking at today is SCP-1805. Object Class: Euclid.
Euclid.
Special Containment Procedures. When SCP-1805 is in an active phase, it is to be kept in a standard humanoid containment cell in Site-17. When SCP-1805 is in an inactive phase, it is to be wrapped in a lint-free protective sheet and placed in a standard anomalous item locker. SCP-1805 does not require food, water, or oxygen, even during an active phase.
So what happens when it's active? Does it actually manifest itself into a human being?
SCP-1805 requires periodic cleaning with non-solvent-based antiseptic cleaners externally on a bi-weekly basis and internally on a weekly basis, as well as immediately after intimate contact.
What do you mean intimate contact, bro? What are you trying to say here, bro?
While in an active phase, SCP-1805 has shown willingness to perform such cleaning itself. In an inactive phase, such cleaning should be performed by D-Class personnel. Intimate contact is only permitted between SCP-1805 and approved test subjects. Imprinted test subjects shall be contained along with SCP-1805 until their termination. Under no circumstances should a living test subject be removed from SCP-1805's presence after imprinting. If separation of test subjects and SCP-1805 is necessary, early termination of test subjects by Foundation personnel is permitted. While SCP-1805 appears cooperative, any requests by it or imprinted test subjects shall require approval by a minimum of 2 Level 3 personnel or the site director. Description: SCP-1805 is a life-sized, anatomically correct female mannequin intended for use as an adult-themed doll.
Oh no.
It was marketed under the trademark and manufactured by in 2000. It has a PVC skeleton with steel joints and flesh made of medical-grade silicon. The
It has flesh, bro?
object shows considerable wear, with its original pigmentation faded or missing
Oh, he said silicone though, so.
over roughly 30% of its surface. When SCP-1805 is in an inactive phase, it is indistinguishable from other products of similar manufacture. When an adult male subject intimately engages with SCP-1805, SCP-1805 will enter into an active phase and imprint on the subject.
What do you mean by imprint?
This active phase will persist as long as the imprinted subject remains alive and in the presence of SCP-1805, and will cease sometime between 5 and 10 days afterwards. In an active phase, SCP-1805 is capable of autonomous motion, speech, and intellectual activity. SCP-1805 appears to have mental and sensory capabilities comparable to a human female of 19 to 25 years of age. Its speech is clear and comprehensible, but it appears unable to alter either volume or inflection. SCP-1805 appears intelligent and possessive of a capacity for self-awareness, but is unwilling or unable to acknowledge the fact that it is not human. When asked about the events during its inactive phase, SCP-1805 will relate some fictional narrative, with SCP-1805 in the role of a housewife in a suburban setting, always as a spouse to the last subject SCP-1805 was imprinted to. It is suspected that these narratives are constructed by SCP-1805 around the imprinted subject as it enters an active phase.
Okay.
When SCP-1805 imprints on a subject, it will express extreme affection, devotion, and possessiveness for the subject, regardless of the subject's behavior toward SCP-1805. SCP-1805 will use terms of endearment with the subject, such as darling and beloved, and refer to the subject as its husband to third parties. SCP-1805 attempts to acquiesce to any expressed desire of the imprinted subject regardless of its nature, though actions seem subject to SCP-1805's understanding. SCP-1805 has, upon occasion, taken metaphorical or idiomatic expressions literally. SCP-1805 is also extremely possessive and will not permit the subject to leave SCP-1805's presence or vice versa.
Oh no,
SCP-1805 will react violently to any attempts to separate them and will likely cause harm to the subject, itself, or others. SCP-1805 also will show extreme negative reaction to any suggestion that the subject does not reciprocate SCP-1805's affection, or that the subject shares affection or even substantial interest for any other object or individual. This not only applies to current intimate interest by the subject, but
So it's crazy.
to any sign of affection, interest, or attention, current, historical, or hypothetical. SCP-1805 has shown violent rages when subjects have expressed positive feelings for past girlfriends, pets, children, parents,
Pets? What?
and fictional characters. SCP-1805's devotion to an imprinted subject appears to subside upon death of the subject. No anomalous effects have been observed in test subjects themselves after imprinting.
Man, you need to leave that thing inactive.
Addendum 1. Interview with SCP-1805, 1/12/2000. Interview I, 1805-27. Interviewer, Dr. Forward. As part of ongoing testing, SCP-1805 imprinted on D21344, a 45-year-old male offender with history of domestic violence. SCP-1805 was contained with D21344 for 84 hours before
84
SCP-1805
hours.
terminated D21344.
Terminated? She terminated him?
Interview conducted after the remains of D21344 were removed from containment.
Yo.
Begin log 1/12/2000, 11:30.
I want to ask you about D21344.
His name was John.
Why did you kill him?
He was false, an adulterer.
According to our records, he was divorced.
I should have been enough for him. He shouldn't have pretended to love me.
According to surveillance videos, he struck you at least 37 times, even when you were performing rather unpleasant requests from him. But you're saying he was pretending to love you.
You don't understand.
I admit, I don't.
Love, honor, and obey. Those were our vows.
Our? Who's our, bro?
I took
Who's us, bro?
them seriously. John didn't.
Oh, was she talking about him? Okay.
End log. Closing statement. After 6 days, SCP-1805 entered an inactive state and was placed in storage. Addendum 2. Interview with SCP-1805, 5/28, 2000. Interviewer, Dr. Forward. On 5/27/2000, SCP-1805 was involved in a near-containment breach when the imprinted test subject D-12787 attempted to take SCP-1805 hostage. D-12787 threatened SCP-1805 with a solvent apparently smuggled from D-12787 demonstrated melting 30% of the silicon flesh off of SCP-1805's left forearm. SCP-1805 allowed this to occur as D-12787 made demands for and a private plane.
Dude was
When
you trying to take hostages inside the Foundation, bro? Like, bro, you already don't exist to the world. They're not gonna adhere to anything you want to do, or like.
mobile task force agents were dispatched to the containment chamber, D-12787 ordered SCP-1805 to kill them. SCP-1805 successfully strangled one agent to death before D-12787 was terminated, after which SCP-1805 ceased attacking. During the attack, SCP-1805 was struck by 10 rounds of .45 caliber ammunition, causing significant damage to its torso, head, and left leg. Begin log 5/28/2000-01/27.
You realized you murdered one of our agents.
Yes, I am sorry.
We sent them in to protect you.
I didn't have a choice. I pledged myself.
D-12787 was willing to destroy you.
You don't understand. We were soulmates, created for each other. I could no more deny him than I could deny breathing.
You don't
She doesn't.
I know
breathe.
you were devoted to D-12787.
Sam. His name was Sam.
He ordered you to kill all of the agents, but you stopped. Why?
Till death do us part, Doctor.
Oh my gosh.
End log. Closing statement. SCP-1805 remained in an active state for 10 days after the termination of D-12787, the longest time so far recorded. In that time, all gross physical damage to SCP-1805 repaired itself through an unknown mechanism.
Unknown.
Repaired material showed additional loss of pigmentation and signs of wear. When SCP-1805 entered an inactive state, it was placed back in storage. Okay, I think that about does it for today. Thank you for listening, if indeed you still are, and you are all dismissed. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Bro. So it's a real life sex doll, bro. Basically. Basically. Don't ever don't ever let them make something like this, bro. Bro, the world would be burned down in a day, bro. I don't know, bro. This one's kind of crazy, cause she pledges herself to whoever is interacting with her. Basically, she automatically becomes attached to, but that doesn't mean that she can't kill that person like the other dude. So she's extremely possessive, and if the other partner doesn't reciprocate and she catches on, well, they're dead. You know, they're dead. but vice versa. Her love for the subject can be used as a weapon against her, not only her but the people around her. The unfortunate freaking thing about this, ironically enough, this happens in real life, bro. Like every day there are people being taken advantage of, or people who can't move on, people who are extremely possessive over others. So the writer did he did pretty good on this, bro. This is pretty accurate in how this happens in real life. this happens in real life every day. Crazy, bro. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. All right, if you liked it, make sure to leave a like, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.